The Los Angeles Coliseum, a place traveler calls home and the crowd loves to fight on when supporting the USC Trojans. What a game and what potential drama we have in store. You've seen this script before. Top 10 team goes into a cauldron of emotion on the road and just hopes to be able to get out and tell about it. As we'll see the number 8 team in the country, the Iowa Hawkeyes, taking on a fellow Big Ten foe, the USC Trojans. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. And the Hawkeyes will kick it away first. And he takes this from inside the 5. And he loses the ball deep in his own end. Defense falls on the ball. Going to be a turnover.
Because of the big collisions on kickoff team, you don't see a lot of that in practice. You don't do that because you don't want to get each other hurt. A lot of open field, big...
Touchdown, Iowa! And they break the seal on the scoring.
It doesn't start much better than this. You want to get the juices going. You want to get the ground game going. How about first play, run the football right down their throat and get the touchdown?
And they told us, David, they wanted to come into this game and establish the line of scrimmage. They wanted to exert themselves as the more physical unit throughout this contest. And you saw a phenomenal push up front and then great open field running by that guy, taking it the distance.
Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. Looks as if the returner will try and field this one. And they'll get him on the ground as the offense comes out to start the next drive. So USC's offense has the ball for the first time. I know what a weapon he is on the outside, but stretching the field against this dude in the secondary will be a challenge.
And just some safeties have it, the awareness, the ability to see the ball, to break on the football, and he's one of those guys.
This QB better be looking this safety off. You can't just trust your receiver's going to out-athlete him every time you throw him the ball, because this safety is a different breed.
Kept it on the ground on first down, now back to the line. Quarterback on the keeper. And he'll pick up the first down after a tough run there.
Well, this is one of the fastest quarterbacks in college football, and that's why the option's a good idea, because if he can get out in space and he gets a chance to get downfield, he is really difficult to tackle, and he's very difficult to catch, as you saw in that last play, getting a first down.
Just sort of a relentless run, getting everything that was available to him, and they'll mark him down at the 40. Looking downfield, it's Barco. Might be looking to run. The quarterback scrambled around, but the defense able to scramble him and turn it into a sack.
They tried to go play action, but that did not affect the defensive tackle. He was bull rushing his guy, collapsing the pocket, and he comes away with the sack.
On third down, going up top. Moves away as he feels pressure. And he is corralled short of the line to gain.
And the quarterback's in the pocket, and he decides to take off and scramble and just couldn't get to the first down marker. You could tell he wanted to pass the football. Maybe it wasn't there. Maybe he scrambled a little bit too soon. But usually when you take off, you better know you're going to get close to that first down marker and get it.
Everybody stays in their lanes well enough, and they stop him at the 31-yard line. Iowa has it back on offense, hoping to ride the wave to the end zone. Power football with the run. Found a little space, and he's got 4 to the 35. Sometimes people say, if you're good enough, what's the big deal about going on the road? Well, if you're not careful, you might find out in a spot like this one, guys.
Yeah, no doubt about it. This is a hostile environment, and you know you're going to be getting the opponent's A-game for this one. They've circled this one all off-season, so they better be ready to bring it today, dude.
And the hardest thing to do in college football is to go on the road. Everything about it changes, and you want to shut this crowd up early. You don't want to give them belief, because if it starts to build throughout the game, look out.
The Hawkeyes will snap it on 1st and 10. They go to the ground. Smashes through. And a nice solid pickup there before the defense wrestles him to the ground.
This running back just doesn't go down easy. It's just difficult for defenses to get him on the ground. Not overly huge, but if I'm an offensive coordinator, I'm going to continue to find ways to feature him and just, you know what, let his talent do the rest.
That pass is incomplete, and they're probably fortunate that it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on third down. The receivers telling the quarterback what they see. They'll snap it from the gun on third down. He'll take a shot. He snares it in the end zone. Touchdown, Hawkeye.
It's hard for a defense to have to cover so much space. When the offense goes empty, you get receivers and tight ends and running backs lined up out wide. You've got to expand, and it's harder to cover on the back end.
Lining up for the PAT. And the extra point makes it 14-0. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And the capper coming on that 48-yard touchdown dart. Just about set to kick it away. Here he comes from inside his own 5. And the returner is stopped. And guys, USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders right out of the gate. Offensively, for this unit, they've been slow and struggling. They need an explosive play to wake themselves up.
Yeah, and it's just the first quarter, so it's not the end of the world. You've seen slow starts, but you got to continue to pick and pick and pick until you find that play or that scheme that you can use against this defense.
Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down. A new set of downs after the completion. Dropping back, it's Barco. He makes the catch. All kinds of running room. Touchdown, Trojans. And once he got loose, it was all over.
And what a nice start for this offense. The throw game getting working, getting the touchdown pass. This quarterback getting a little bit of confidence. This passing game getting in a rhythm. Nice start for this offense.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Guys, let's get you up to speed on what's going down in this fun college football game today. North Carolina is down right now. But that kid on the defensive side, I know this is a big statement, but he looks like a young Lawrence Taylor. Do not rule out a comeback.
Leaves it with the back.
It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to Duke. We promise to keep you posted on what goes down in this exciting college football matchup.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. A collision, and he stopped at the 27 after picking up 1. Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise, backing this defense on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. It's complete on the right side. Put it right on him. Sweet play, good pickup, and they'll move the chains with the first down. New set of downs after that completion. This time they'll go to the running game. Turns it on in midfield. And the defense finally makes the stop after the sweet run and good gain. And the Hawkeyes are rolling down the field. The give to the tailback. At the 35, he's open. Off he goes. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Iowa!
I love the execution on that play. Great blocking up front just to get the ball carrier an opportunity in the second level of the defense. And then at that point, it was make a guy miss and use the speed. That was a perfectly executed play.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. They put together a 5-play, 75-yard drive. And they capped it off with that thrilling 46-yard run to pay dirt. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. This Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. Last time they had it, they took it down the field for a touchdown. They can build some confidence that they could go back-to-back scoring drives here.
Yeah, and remember, it's not uncommon for offenses to find themselves as the game goes on. They had some things not go their way early, but they found something last drive, David. Let's see if they can build on it.
Yeah, you just pick and pick and pick until you find that place where you're like, okay, this is an advantage I have. They clearly found that dude. They score here, we're in for a ball game.
Well, just nothing doing on that last run, and they knew coming into this one they were going to be challenged, right? This is one of the best defenses in all of college football. For them to have any shot, they're going to have to do a lot better running the football.
And the throw to the sideline is complete, but won't be enough for the first down. And the Trojans decide to punt it away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Fields the punt and tries to find an opening. Good job by the coverage team, and that's how we'll end the period. That's the end of the quarter, and Iowa is on top. They wanted to strike first and strike hard, and they've been able to do that here in the first quarter as we take a look at the stats. Now the challenge here, they've taken a punch, but they can't let it get out of hand as we start the second. Iowa has the ball back on offense. If you like old-fashioned, grind-it-up, run-over-'em football, that last touchdown drive was for you, Jesse.
That was impressive, man. Great blocking up front and tough physical running by these ball carriers.
And now you wonder how the defense responds. Like, are they going to get way more aggressive to try to stop the run? I got to do something to break the rhythm of that running game.
Running with power. They'll wrestle him down just short of the first down. I don't even think they're going to bring out the chains to measure this one. Here comes this home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on third down. Has a 45 on his way. And he'll ramble to the 34 before he's finally knocked down. The Hawkeyes come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Give to the running back. Just plowing down the field. And chunk plays are the name of the game, and they get one here before the defense finally makes the stop. Now down to the 12-yard line, it's first down. They'll leave it with him. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Hawkeye! They want to finish the season strong, and man, are they doing that here in this Week 11 performance.
And the running back gets his second rushing touchdown of the game. You want to continue to feed this guy. You can tell he's got a nose for the end zone, knows how to get in there, knows how to make things happen.
He'll try to tack on one more. And they knock through the extra point, and they're up 28-7. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And the scoring play came on the 12-yard run. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. And they thought about a return, then thought better of it. They'll bring it out to the 25. And guys, USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. They're down by 21 points, but you get a touchdown here, and you do at least apply a little game pressure, Jesse.
It's true. I think for them to get back in this one at this point now, they need the quarterback to play his best football. He's going to have to be good really pre-snap, David, making sure they're in the right looks, and he's got to be really good with his decision-making.
He's got to be dialed in because defensively you're giving up points. So it's not like you have the luxury of your defense playing great. The offense is going to have to score and score pretty dang quickly.
Picks up the first down and gets down to avoid contact. The Trojans are in the hurry-up.
I love the play call there, too, because second and short, defense is thinking you might run it. So you try to catch him off guard with the pass, nothing there. Even if you throw an incompletion, you're going to have a chance to run it the very next play, but it doesn't matter. This guy's just so athletic himself. He's able to go get the first. Let's get a fresh set of downs.
They stop him just a link or two short of the first, and man, what they can do on second down here. Wide receiver now comes in motion. Quick pass on the fly motion. Wrestled to the ground after picking up the first down. Pick up the first down on the ground like that, it would make Sam Bam Cunningham proud.
All right, I'm going to need a little education. Give me some context on Sam Bam Cunningham.
He was a great, powerful, hard-nosed running back for some of those great Trojan teams of John McKay. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. Now on second down, they move the tight end all over. Looking for a man. It's Barco. He finds his man. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep him from getting the first down. Going up top on first down. Finds the tight end. And they're able to force him out of bounds after a short pickup. And here comes the offense on second down.
I like the idea by the quarterback there. You're trying to get this first down, so you find the tight end, see if he can make a guy miss or shake a tackle. Not able to get it done.
Finally stopped at the 20-yard line after a pickup of 6. They just need inches to convert this third down from the 20, but this might be 4-down territory anyway. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. And the Trojans will keep this drive going. Down to the 18-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. Snagged in the middle, it's Bryant. The tackle is made, but he's got it 1st and goal from the 6. So close to cashing it in for this offense. They'll run play action. Into the end zone. And it's caught. Touchdown, USC.
What a throw by the QB. You think about it, you don't have much space near the sideline, and he put that thing right on the outside of the sideline where his receiver could go make a play. Not only does he make the play, I'm pretty sure he got a foot in bounds, and that's a great touchdown catch. What a playmaker.
About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. Here's the return from inside his 10. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. Iowa has it back on offense, hoping to ride the wave to the end zone. The way this game started, you feel as if you have to score a touchdown every time you have it, and now we'll see if they can respond.
Yeah, and I wonder how much pressure that puts on the offense. Jesse, like, you know this is back and forth, and I got to score.
He lofts it high and deep down the left side. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in. Line getting set on second down. Not a lot of room, but found his way ahead for 2 out to the 26.
All right, well, the offense here, they're trying to get this run game established. They obviously don't break off a long run there, but they're just trying to find their footing at this point.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Makes a grab at the 25, and there's room. Touchdown, Iowa! And once he found some daylight, it was time to make a house call.
And this offense is clicking. Another touchdown. Didn't have to go far for this drive, but this offense is doing what they want, how they want, when they want.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Terrific showdown this week, guys. Let's take a look at what's going on. Vanderbilt has the lead right now, but if this team has taught us anything over the years, it's that no lead is safe there in Nashville. They're up by a field goal over Ole Miss. Your boy KC has you covered here in studio, guys, in case anything changes in this one.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. The give to the back. Good, solid run on that one as he gets it up to the 33-yard line. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Got 8 on first down, now looking at a 2nd and 2. Motion trying to get the defense to show his hand. Trying to get to him. Got his man on the outside. He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short. It's 3rd down from their own 34 as they try to keep the drive moving. They'll try to run for it. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45. The Trojans will snap it on 1st and 10. Unloads quickly. Still on his feet at the 45. Good pickup there. They'll move the chains, and they're set up at the 41. First down here with time for maybe one more play until the 2-minute warning. We've made our way to the 2-minute warning, and now they'll try to at least cut a little something off of this lead before the break. He'll come out throwing on first down. Buys a little time. On the run, and he'll slide to avoid the big hit.
Now, we don't see this very much in college football anymore. Quarterbacks just taking care of their bodies and making smart decisions. Get down on the ground so you don't take one of these big hits from these nasty defensive players, and just give yourself a chance to make it through the rest of this game.
3rd and short, coming from the 34. You wonder if this is 4-down territory. Firing to the right, complete. And they knock him down, but he got past the line to gain. A timeout is called as this offense tries to find a way to get more points on the board before the half. Now on 1st and 10 from the 29. Looking to move it through the air. On target. And not much doing there as that defense runs him out of bounds. 8th play of the drive coming up. Back to pass, it's Barco. Not quite in rhythm there, incomplete.
This offense just has to find a way to find a rhythm here. They're playing at home, and they want this crowd to stay involved and be an asset in the game, but they need to start making plays. They can't keep throwing incompletions this early.
Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. From the 17-yard line, threatening to score on 1st and 10. The back goes in motion. He's got his man. They make the stop after the catch, and still some work to do to pick up that first down. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Unleashes to the end zone. And that one is right on target if his target was the first row.
And listen, as a quarterback, you're trying to find the matchup, trying to find who's open. I don't know if anybody was open, but that was not a greatly thrown football. I don't know if it was miscommunication, but the ball thrown out of bounds and just on to the next down.
Can't make the grab as he was looking for his man right at the goal line. Waning seconds of the first half, and they'll try to tack on a 3 before they head to the locker room. It's good. And the field goal to end the half takes us to halftime. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Fellas, there in the shadows of the Hollywood sign, you've been watching quite a drama of your own. Talk about a first half from that dude out of the backfield. He's been a total game changer. And how many top plays moments have we seen on missed tackles alone? Video game moves from one of the shiftiest players in all of college football. And with that, Let's send it back to our men inside the world-famous LA Coliseum.
Will line up to kick off and start the second half. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Iowa has the ball back on offense. They opened this third quarter on top, and they built the lead on the strength of that running game.
And they made a huge statement, too, just proving to the other team that they're more physical, they're winning in the trenches. So here in the second half, David, just keep demoralizing this defense by pounding the football.
Yeah, and I'm not going to let that happen. I riled up my guys at halftime. We're going to put more people in the box, and we got to come out and meet the physical challenge of this offense.
To the ground with the back. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
And it's a great play by the defensive end. The most athletic players on the field play defensive end. Yes, you heard me, Jess, Reese. Exactly what I said. Great get off. Great job getting in the backfield, making a play.
On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. And the incomplete pass will bring up fourth down. And the Hawkeyes will line up to punt it away. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. He gets his first one of the day out of there. They used him 3 times in that loss last week. And the coverage team able to make the tackle. This Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. Always good to get points on a drive, David, but chip shot field goals can leave you a little empty.
And I think it's great to get points, but the great teams get touchdowns in the red area. You got to get out there this time and execute a little better on this drive.
You're absolutely right, David. Generally, the best red zone offenses are the ones that run the ball the best. So let's see if they can be a little bit more physical on this drive.
From the gun, the ground game. Powers through. That run epitomizes a veteran, savvy senior who knows how to find space. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup. The Trojans will hustle to the line. From the shotgun, they'll run it. And they're finally able to get him on the ground at the 1.
Keep pounding away at this defense and make them play the run. If you can get this many a chunk, they're going to have to commit more guys to the box, more guys to the run.
And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Trojans! Got to start cutting into this lead somewhere. Now the question, will they have enough time?
But that's step one. You got to get that first score. You got to get back in the ball game and get some of that momentum back on your side. You still got more work to do, but step one accomplished.
Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. The ball bounces through the end zone, and it will be a touchback. Iowa has it back on offense, hoping to ride the wave to the end zone. After giving up that last touchdown, they still got the lead, but now feeling a little bit of pressure to answer with one of their own, David.
And it gets a little bit tight. Listen, we're getting later in the ball game. This offense punted last time. They got to find a few plays, Palmer, that they really love here. Steal some momentum back in this ball game.
They do, David, and after watching their defense just get gashed down the field that last drive, the dream drive for this offense would be to matriculate the ball down the field, eat up some clock, and finish it off with a touchdown.
These are the types of plays where offenses impose their will. 3rd and short from the 45. They'll try to bully their way for the first. And he's knocked down, but not before moving the chains. He's up to 94 yards rushing for them so far as he closes in on that 1,400-yard mark. Running back searching for a hole. And they drag him down, but not before he picks up the first down. The Hawkeyes are marching down the field. They'll try the run. A strong tackle and wrap-up from the junior. Got 3 on first down and 2nd and 7.
It's just simple. Simple first down run, showing your physicality, setting your offense up in a good spot.
Leaves it with the running back. And they'll bring him to the ground after a short gain. Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Going for it all. He makes the catch in the end zone. Touchdown, Hawkeyes.
And that's what I love about empty sets and formations on offense, is that when you spread the defense out, you create bigger lanes to throw into. You saw it right there.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And with the extra point, they're on top by 18. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Gentlemen, let's take a look at what's happening in this exciting college football game. Vanderbilt has the lead right now, but if this team has taught us anything over the years, it's that no lead is safe there in Nashville. They're up by a field goal over Ole Miss. For now, it's back to you fellas, but of course, if anything changes, we'll see it right here.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Yeah, it's a bit of a surge, and he's knocked down after picking up 3 to the 26. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Got it behind the line. It's Bryant. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
And nice catch by the big target. Those big tight ends, you can tell in football, are just becoming more and more of a weapon on every single team.
On the ready,
And this offense just can't afford not to get the first down here. Already trailing big, and the clock is not their friend. Receiver looks it in, it's complete. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the first down. And the Trojans come to the line with a new set of downs. They'll run it from the gun. Just sort of a relentless run, getting everything that was available to him, and they'll mark him down at the 40. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. From the shotgun, the handoff to the back. Makes that one pay off, and they finally get him down at the 38. It'll be first down. That's the end of the quarter, and Iowa is on top. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. As we start the fourth quarter, it'll take a pretty sizable comeback to win this one. On 1st and 10 from the 38. He wants to throw. Just missed on the connection, incomplete.
And sometimes the coverage is just great. And as a quarterback, you throw the football away or don't try to force it too tight into a window, and you just say, hey, defense won that rep, good coverage.
Now improvising. He was able to squirt free and pick up just a few on that one.
Well, great job there by the defense because they weren't able to get him sacked right away, but you saw the coverage in the back end. Nowhere for the quarterback to throw the football. Didn't get the sack, obviously. You don't get the negative play, but you also don't give up a big one. You're feeling pretty good about where you are right now in this score.
He steps out of bounds, but it will be enough for a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Comes out throwing on first down. Connection to the right. He was smelling that end zone, but they get him down at the 4 after the big pass play. 1st and goal, and this feels like their chance to give him a finish. Running back goes in motion. With the run on 1st and goal. And he takes it to the house. Touchdown, Southern Cal!
And the offense continues to run the football. The 2nd rushing touchdown from the running back. The offensive line paving holes continue to feed this man the ball.
About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown.
42, USC.
From inside the 10-yard line, he'll bring it back. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Iowa has the ball back on offense. After standing on the sideline and watching that long touchdown drive, they really need to put something together to give their defense a rest.
And that's a real thing, man. Like, you played a lot of plays, you get worn out, you need a chance to go decompress on the sideline, get some oxygen. Palmer, now it's on this offense.
Yeah, this is the definition of complementary football because it's a two-pronged problem. You've got to score points and answer, but you've also got to take your time and give your defense an opportunity to get their win.
And he's brought down at the 40-yard line, and that'll be a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Here's the handoff. They can rely on this guy to pick up solid yardage when they need it, and he's out to the 43. Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. They'll give it to the back. 1-step wrap, 2-step squeeze. This junior knows how to get him on the ground. Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise, backing this defense on 3rd down. They'll go to the ground. And they did not let him get to that first down line. It'll bring up a call here. This is the absolute right call. They're going for it on 4th down. Try to get it on the ground. 40. Bust through behind his pad. And there they go again with another huge gain on the ground. He's finally run out of bounds.
Defenses have had their hands full slowing this guy down all season long. It's the speed, and it's the open field running ability and vision. That's why he's second in the nation in rushing yards, and that's why he's square in the conversation for the Heisman Trophy.
Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7.
And I love this. If I'm on offense, I'm trying to eat that clock, let it tick down. A field goal here, I'm up by 2 possessions. I'm still in a very good place. I don't have to get over-aggressive, Jesse, if I don't want to.
No, and you can put this game out of reach, too. You can score a touchdown. This thing's basically over. You know, at this area of the field, it's really hard to throw the football because the windows are so small. So be the more physical team. Go ice this game.
They'll keep it on the ground. The clock is on their side. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
Well, the defense finally able to make a play, getting a tackle for loss. They haven't had many of those today because this running back really has answered the bell. They knew coming in they were going to have to give him the football, force-feed it to him, and let him go to work. He's done that. Well over 100 yards rushing in this game, and the defense just has not had the answers consistently for him.
The give on 4th down. Fights off a defender. They make the tackle, but he's got a fresh set of downs, and it's 1st and goal from the 7. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and this offense is that much closer to salting away a victory. And the Hawkeyes are threatening on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. Touchdown, Iowa! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. They add on another score, and now that record so close to going to 8-1 on the season. That score looks as if this one might have put it a little too far out of reach.
Yeah, this game's pretty much over. That was just the icing on the cake. But, you know, speaking of cake, I'm kind of hungry. Can we get out of here? Can we finish this game so I can go get something to eat?
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And now with the extra point, they're up by 18 here in the 4th. So it's an 80-yard drive, and he found his way to the end zone from the 7 to cap it.
USC 31.
He thought about bringing that out for a half second, but he'll take a knee and they'll bring it to the 25. And guys, USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. It has been a rather forgettable day that's finally coming to a close, David.
Yeah, it's been an awful day. I mean, just not functioning well on offense, defense giving up a lot of points. This is a day, Palmer, they'll like to forget.
Yeah, you're going to find out a lot about their character right now. Obviously, not what they hoped this would be, and that's demoralizing for a lot of these kids that have worked really hard in practice all week. But at this point here, you're just trying to prove to your coaching staff that you're not going to quit.
And the completion gives him a fresh set of downs and keeps this drive moving. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. They'll throw it on 1st down. He's got his man.
I think in this situation, 2 minutes, trailing late, I think you got to be thrown to the sticks every time. I don't know if these short completions are going to get it done. You're just not going to have enough time to get down the field. So from a play calling standpoint, I think you want to think about being a little bit more aggressive.
Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few. Everybody has to be set. They have to get it off. The aerial assault continues. He wants a big play here late. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a 4th down.
You know, it's one thing to take shots early in a game when the defense may not be expecting it, but at this point, 4th quarter, you're trailing by a lot. They know you're going to do it, and the defense was expecting that one. Great job in the back end.
They immediately call timeout, trying to preserve every second they can to try to rally here late. To the air, it's Barco. They're trying to get to him. Good job to avoid the negative play and just get rid of that thing. Let's see if they go back to the air on 2nd down. DBs will try to keep everything in front. On the run, fires downfield. Ball in the air, intercepted. No real chance on the return, but they've got it at the 34.
Nice job by this defense. That might be the exclamation point. Fourth quarter, I got a lead. You bring on the nickel defense. You know they're passing the football for plays just like that to make the INT and almost put this one away.
Pretty good effort on that one to work his way up to the 42.
Smart offense. I love it, man. Make them use that timeout. Run the football. I can run the football and let that clock now tick inside of a minute. I'm in great situation to win this football game. Just be smart and keep that thing running.
Well, this was an offensive showcase out there today. We thought it would be a high-scoring game, and it certainly delivered.
If you love offense, then you love this type of game. Both offenses going up and down the field, seemingly at will. Throwing the ball, running the ball. But, David, I feel like if you're a fan of defense, maybe this wasn't your cup of tea.
More defense optional. You didn't really get too much of that stuff, but, listen, you got to get a few stops late in the game. You got to get just kind of one stop with this many points that was being scored. You got the stop late. That's why you got the dub.
That's going to do it for us. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, our entire broadcast team, I'm Reese Davis. This has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.